7:30 in the morning, getting ready to set off for another day. Just going to have a breakfast before I depart. I had one of those very interesting Camino lessons last night. So my room in this wonderful place is just up there. And it was Saturday night last night, and all of this area is full of noisy teenagers until about 1 in the morning. And then from about 1 in the morning till 3 in the morning, you get the drunks coming back from the local bars, passing through here. I didn't get a lot of sleep. So it's interesting, isn't it? All that glitters is not gold. But it's, maybe on other nights it's okay. But if you're going to stay here, avoid one of those rooms that is just so noisy during the night. But never mind. It's all part of life lessons, isn't it? So I'm on the road again, leaving Zafra. A little bit of a later start today, 8:30. And there's a few little arrows, which is always handy. Remember to look back occasionally, huh? Look at that, the sun on Zafra. Just coming down the hill to the village. I met another pilgrim at the top of the hill, another lady from Belgium. Her first Camino. I said, "You're kidding, you picked this for your first one?" She said, "Yeah, I hear that a lot." But yeah, she's struggling a little bit, I think. She tried to keep up with a bunch of people in the beginning, so she's being sensible, cutting her distance back and letting her body build up a bit. So it's Sunday, and I wonder if anything is open in this village. Well, I don't really need anything, but it would be nice to stop for a coffee. Like I said, I just want to have a slow, easy, relaxing day, because yesterday was probably not one of my hardest days. So this is the one village I passed through today, Los Santos, and I was just going to head straight down there. And then I smelt fresh bread, and the wind is blowing from that direction. You reckon there might be a cafe open? So I think we'll go down that way. It's a really nice village, this. Not a bad place to stop. I did smell bread. There's a bread shop here, but no cafes. Never mind. So I could keep smelling bread walking through this town, and now I know why. All the locals are queuing up for the fresh bread here. A little bread shop. How good is that? Just looking back on Los Santos, what's it called? Los Santos de Metamera or something. Apologies to the village. And then onwards to Villafranca to los Barros, about 15 k's. So it shouldn't be too hot today. I've got a litre and a half of water in a sandwich. I'm sure I will make it. Slow and steady progress. Along here, apparently there's an old olive press mill or something about 500 metres off the Camino, which I think is a restaurant. And a lot of people have commented that it's an amazing place to visit. I'm not a great one for leaving the trail, I have to say. I find it hard enough plodding along day to day without adding mileage, but I think I might do that one. Sounds interesting. Plus, it'll give me a break with a bathroom, because I might need one today, I think. Oh, the highlight of the day so far, because I was staying in a fancy hotel last night, breakfast, as expected, was pretty impressive. So cereals, yogurts, fruit, pastries, all that kind of stuff. And bacon and eggs. My first bacon and eggs on this Camino. Not sure whether it's a regional thing or something, but anytime I've asked in a bar, they don't have them. They only have the sort of toast and ham. Whereas on the Camino Frances, quite often, they would do bacon and eggs for me. Huevos y bacon, or it is known as bacon, I think, or the other word is tocino, I think. But that was very nice to have today. Alright, time to move on. There's a farmer down in the field there, quite a few farmers out today, and it's Sunday. Everybody's coming over to say hello. I should be walking with a bag of apples, shouldn't I? Oh, foal's very cute. Hello. Hola. Hola. I think the one over here is the boss. They're all following that one. Ah, you got a bit of a limp. That's not good. I'll see you guys. I've got to keep walking. So I presume that in the distance is Villafranca de los Barros. And according to Google Maps it's about 7.5 k's. And I think in about a k I come to that turn off for the olive press or whatever it is. I think I might go along there and just take a bit of a break. Could be interesting. So here's the main Camino trail, and here is El Mazara, the Albergue Turistico, which is 500 meters down this way. Oh, I think we'll give it a go. Why not? I saw this little car park there and I thought, ah, do they sit up here and give you a lift? No such luck. I just had a quick look on Google Maps to see how far this place is. The Albergue Turistico. As I suspected, it's not quite 500 metres. It's 830, but oh, what the heck. I have to say, when I've been walking the Camino Francis, you'll often see signs like, you know, breakfast, €4, 300 metres this way. And I come to the turn off and I look up the turn off. If I can't see it, I tend to move on. Call it a Spanish 300, or in this case a Spanish 500. Let's hope it's open. So here we are, I have arrived. Interesting to see what's here. I think that path takes me back to the Camino. So rather than walk 830 again back there, I think that one's probably 400 or something. Every few metres counts. Let's have a look around here, see what we've got. That's the little red car that was down on the junction. The guy drove past me, gave me a buen Camino. He didn't stop and say, do you want to lift? So here we go. Let's check it out, eh? Ah, there it is, it's open. This is a very interesting place. A cool place to stay, I reckon. Ah. Oh, this is obviously where the olive press was. Hello.
Is possible to sit down in the garden?
Okay.
Yes?
Gracias.
In the town.
Nice bar area. And then outside area. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? So that is the way that I came in off the Camino. Here's the Albergue Turistico. This is the way I was planning to go back, but the owner said go this way. It's a much better road surface. Yeah, generally from what I could understand, he said don't go back the way you've come, go this way. It's got arrows. it's not road, so we'll give it a go. Trust in the locals. So that was the Albergue Turistico, and he said go over the loop, which I'm doing. I presume this is the loop. And after that I'm hoping I'm going to see a sign. There was a map on the wall of the bar, and I know the route he's talking about will be the other side of those motorways. So if I get over to the east of those, and then I should find the path into town. So we've got a whole chorus of dogs here. They are behind a fence. But nevertheless, I shall walk past holding my poles behind me. There's some Spanish Mastiffs. And they're wagging their tails. Oh, pero bueno, pero bueno. They're going to follow me all the way down the fence. Sure enough, they're going to follow me. Make sure I get off the property. Have I gone far enough, guys? Are you going to stop barking? Yep, there we go. So I reckon I've got about an hour and a half to go, and it's getting quite warm this afternoon. According to my phone it's only 17 degrees, but the sun's quite hot. And I thought, oh, well, for the last hour or so, put the umbrella up. Oh, I forget how good it is. It is such a relief just to have the hat off. There's a nice breeze under the umbrella. Just so much more comfortable. I didn't use it so far today because I thought, oh, it's not that hot, but the sun was starting to feel hot. So if you're undecided about an umbrella, and you're going to be walking at the time of year with quite a bit of sun, I can tell you they're great. This will certainly poke me up for the last hour or so. 3 k's to go according to Google Maps. Why is it that the last 3 k's take forever? Oh, I'm really getting tired now. And I'm looking for somewhere to do a hydration check. You know what that is? If you're not into hiking and you haven't walked a Camino before, it is really, really important to check on your hydration levels. That's why I carry a lot of water, and I'm gradually fine-tuning it. Easiest way to check your hydration, and sorry to be a bit indelicate, look at the colour of your pee. Just Google urine colour chart, and it will show you, what's dehydrated look like and what's hydrated look like. So I shall find a bush. I think I'm done for the day. Sometimes you just get those days where, some days it's a joy. I'm just, I've had enough now. Be good to get there. Another hour. I should be there. Hydration check completed, and we are all good to go. There was a point I wanted to make actually on that, and we shouldn't make light of it, the importance of hydration. People die on the Camino. A guy died on the Plata recently through dehydration, heat stroke, all that kind of stuff. It is serious, particularly you've got longer stages here, and if it's a hot day and you're not carrying enough water, you're really going to suffer. And to be honest, those people who sort of say, oh, not necessarily the VdlP, but those people who say, oh, I only carry a 500ml bottle. I mean, there's a lot of bravado in that, I'm afraid. I just don't think it's particularly healthy, and I think it's a bit risky. So, that's what I was going to mention. Yeah, if you wanted to know more about it from an expert, jump onto my YouTube channel, which is also called Rob's Camino, and if you use the search function, have a look under heat. I think it was called heat illness or something like that, or hydration, water, whatever. There's a couple of interviews there with an ER doctor from Canada. He was fascinating, talking about how to recognise heat stroke, what to do about it and stuff like that. It's really, you know, we should know that stuff. On a lighter note, town is about 2.5 k's now. I think I'll just head down and get there. Almost there. Villafranca de los Barros. It's funny, look at all these white buildings. I thought you wouldn't want to have a paint shop here, would you? You'd only have to stock one colour. But I bet you'd sell a lot of it. So 1.8 k's straight up there to the left a bit. You know what would be great? So I'm in a hostel tonight. What would be really awesome is if they have a washing machine, because that's one chore that I think is a real pain in the butt at the end of the day. Very necessary, but you know, washing shirt, underwear, socks and things every night in a sink is a bit of a pain. So when there's a washing machine, it's great to take that opportunity, and it gives it a much better clean, of course. Oh, stop waffling, Rob. You're almost there. 30 minutes or so. Let's go. So I made it. Here is Casa Perin. Gee, that last gate was hard through town. So this is a private room with bathroom for 30 euros. Let's go and see what it's like. Well, you don't care what it's like, so it's got a bed. So check this out. A hostel, 30 euros. I'm going to get a better night's sleep here than I did in the Parador last night. It's really quiet. It's actually on the ground floor, just inside the front door. Got aircon. Got my own bathroom. I reckon it's pretty darn good for 30 euros. And then the lady showed me where I can hang my clothes after I've done washing outside. Perfecto. Okay, so I mentioned earlier today that I was pondering over what to do tomorrow, because there's a 27-kilometre stage to, I haven't got the name in front of me, but Torrevieja, something like that. And about halfway there is a village which is 4 k's off the Camino, so you can kind of break it up there. And I've been wondering what to do, whether to go for the 27 or to somehow break it up. I don't know why I found today really hard. It was only 21. Really just lacking in energy. It could be that I didn't sleep well. Could be that I'm still on the antibiotics, who knows, but I just felt really lethargic towards the end. But my feet held up okay. You know, and once I've had a rest, I also had about a 30-40 minute break at the Albergue Turistico halfway today, and that helped, I think. So I kind of arrived here thinking, let's get a really early start, you know, plenty of time, plenty of water and so on, and go for the 27. But the Camino always throws you curveballs. That's why I love it so much. So what happened? I get here and I think, oh crap, it's Sunday. And I'm staying in the Casa Perin, which I have to say is great. The lady who runs it is awesome. I shot a quick video of the room. I've got this very nice double room with aircon, private bathroom. There's a place to hang clothes upstairs. You know, it's really, really good. And 30 euros. So anyway, I arrive here and I asked the lady, is there anywhere I can buy food? Because I'm thinking, you know, I need a lunch and a couple of sort of energy snacks for tomorrow. Oh no, Sunday, everything's closed. What time does stuff open in the morning, you know? And it's all 9 o'clock. Crap. And at my pace, and that's including breaks, of course, I plan on taking an hour to do 3 k's. So that includes, you know, if I take half an hour for lunch, or, you know, odd breaks and taking videos and all that kind of stuff. So that's my my sort of timing through the day. So 27 k's, it means I'm going to be on the road for 9 hours. So if I leave at 9 o'clock, what's that? I'm going to get in at 6 p.m, which is getting a bit late. And the danger is it starts to get pretty warm after 2 or 3. So today I found it quite warm in the afternoon, but I remembered to put the umbrella up, which was great. So I'm thinking about options. Got nowhere to buy any food. What about, you know, is there somewhere open early for breakfast? Well, there's a panaderia, there's a bakery, and then there was a few bars open for lunch. So I thought, oh, maybe I'd go to lunch and I can order something extra for takeaway, and I could eat that for breakfast and for lunch tomorrow. But I even thought, you know, maybe I'll ask them for some eggs or something like that. So there's always ways around these things. And then blow me, I come back to the hostel, and the lady's in a little office at the front there, and I look opposite the office and she's got a little shop. When I asked about food shops, why didn't she just say, come in here? So she's got this little food shop, and there's not a huge amount of things. She's probably got 50, 60 products all up. But I managed to get some tuna, some sort of dry bread crackers. I got some sort of chocolate biscuits, cookies. I got a tin of Aquarius, and I'm thinking I bought a few knickknacks which were enough to do me for a breakfast and for a lunch, a do-it-yourself lunch on the way. Got a tin of Russian salad. She was sort of standing there hovering, and I just sort of grabbed a few things. And then I said to her later, while I was in the shop, I said, have you got any bread? No. But she had this sort of dry toast stuff, so I got some of that. So have you got any eggs? No. So I'll give you a couple of eggs. So, the plan's coming together here. So I got a couple of eggs, and I said to her, I've got a microwave just here next to the camera and a fridge. It's a great room. So I said to her, I don't really want to screw up your microwave. I'm not quite sure how it works here, because there's a little kitchen at the back, which seems to be for guests. And I said, is there somewhere I can boil the eggs? So she said, yeah, la cocina, you know, back in the kitchen. So I went back there and boiled the eggs. So the plan for the food is coming together. So I've got some boiled eggs, I've got some tin tuna, I've got some sort of dry bread, I've got some chocky bickies. So I've basically got enough food to do breakfast and lunch tomorrow if I have to. And then I wandered over to the other side of the church, and there was a bar there doing a roaring trade. So I had, you know, a tapas and a glass of wine, and I said to the guy, oh, are you open for breakfast? And he said, yeah, what time? 7 o'clock. So I'm thinking, I had thought of leaving earlier, but 7? I'll be on the road at 7:30, 9 hours. What's that going to give me? Get in at 4:30. So it's possible. I could do breakfast at the bar, or I could do breakfast here and be away by 6:30. So I've got some options. Certainly in terms of food and stuff like that. I've looked at the weather. It's fairly cool in the morning, 8 or 9 degrees. By midday it's up to about 12, 13. Even by mid-afternoon it's only up to about 22, 23. It was about that today, but I have to say I found it really hot. The sun was hot. That's why I put the umbrella up. So in the back of my mind I'm thinking I don't want to be, you know, walking too far into the day, because it gets hotter, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. So I think the plan will be, I haven't quite decided whether I'm going to eat the breakfast I've got and leave really early at 6:30, which will mean I'm walking an hour and a half in the dark, which should be all right. They're big tracks. Or I go to the cafe, get a proper breakfast, and leave at 7:30. And then I've still got my sort of plan B as I'm walking. So 27 Ks, about halfway. If I really find my feet are suffering a bit, I can turn off the trail, and there's a village there, and I can stop there and grab a taxi for the rest of the journey or something. But I really want to try and do this 27. So I think it's looking good. How much water to carry? I don't really want to carry more than 2 litres. It's so heavy. But I did get a bottle of water with my lunch today, so I might half fill that. So sort of take 2.3 or something and have a lot to drink before I go. So this is the joys of the VdlP, and arriving somewhere on a Sunday with no shops open. So I mean, I quite enjoy it, to be honest, the sort of working out the logistics, you know. Am I able to walk that far? How much water to carry? What about this? What sort of food should I carry? I've generally been carrying too much food anyway. I realise that. So, but I just want to be stuck out there, you know, lacking in energy on a very long day. So I'll take a couple of things. So there we go. Let's see what tomorrow brings. If I sleep well, We'll go for the 27.